time.
Andile ke tlala wena andile o le para mfana andile mtya arengadi mtya o le para.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to welcome to the stage
King Andile Mama.
to everybody in the house. Give a warm round of applause for
King Andile Mama.
And he captures the moment.
King Andile Mama.
And it is extraordinary.
Nadine Lukele, Chiefs have a trophy in them this season?
No, they don't. There's no trophy Andile that they can win this season.
Mark?
If I'm being honest with you,
You have to be honest. What do you mean?
for me, I think that Kaizer Chiefs have just been caught in between two worlds where are we rebuilding or are we challenging?
Vic?
Welcome back.
So you are happy with that officiating?
I can say there's more areas of improvement.
Out of 10?
Let me not go there.
Don't.
Let me not go there.
One rivalry has to be Mamelodi Sundowns versus TS Galaxy. The two coaches can't stand each other from what it seems. Biso?
I've marked the 6th of March, which is when TS Galaxy is going to meet Mamelodi Sundowns.
Oh, I can't wait. I am at the stadium.
I want a pitch side camera. That's all I want to watch. The two of them, the entire match.
Mark?
Are they going to shake hands on the 6th of March?
Are they going to shake hands? Kolisani Nomeva, who's a boxer, won 1 million rands in the competition. This was in 2015, Kolisani Nomeva. Uti, wani wani?
A jag.
Hey, B.
A big one. Logo dance and the board by I change it mine. Because it's been 9 years. That's about the interesting go because nice was pinned there. So that is good.
Complicated.
Sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want, have what you want, be what you want.
Sports Night Amplified with Andile on Metro FM. Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Game over.
Exactly 9 after the hour 6 on the Mighty Metro FM. It's the Monday after the weekend before. It's the weekend that was. It's celebrations for some who scored 6 goals. Orlando Pirates ever did so well. Sundowns ever did so well. And 14 others that made it through. But it is pain and misery for one team who have added to the likes of Pretoria University, Baroka, Richards Bay, yet another foe. But what's the word coming from those in Naturena? What do they have to say when you can't score a goal past Milford? Yes, a word and a name you'd never heard of till today, till this weekend, Milford. There's more people named Milford, just over 4,000 in the USA than anywhere else in the world. Very handful here in South Africa, but it is named after the team owner's father, whom wherever he is right now. Cam Johnson is going to fall under a list of coaches who have this history attached to him.
Yeah, you got to apologize to them, the 16 million supporters that we have, and I'm sure they will be able to see, or they've seen the game on television. It's not that we allowed the team to come at us, or they never had a shot at goal, I think, but we tried the best we could in order to get as far as we could with this particular tournament, and with the trophy drought being as it is at the moment. Yeah, now we've lost it. So the only thing we can do is repay back the people by playing properly in the league.
16 million heartbreaks. Have you ever heard the sound of 16 million heartbreaks? It is a devastating sound that overwhelms even the country. Kaizer Chiefs fans, here is your line. 086-000-2160. WhatsApp on 060-552-7303. I'm going to be taking your calls, and all I'm going to be doing is listening, because on Friday when Nadeem told you, many of you said he's a hater. You don't like listening to Fridays because Nadeem speaks his mind, but he speaks it from the wrong hole. Here's Nadeem. Chiefs have a trophy in them this season?
No, they don't. They couldn't even beat Royal AM, a team that lost to Amazulu. Once you lose to Amazulu, you know that here's a problem. Remember, Royal AM beat Amazulu 3-1 when Andy Mpisane played in that game. Chiefs. Then the following game they played Kaizer Chiefs. Chiefs couldn't even score a
single goal. Why are Royal AM and Amazulu the bar?
Because they are one of the lowest teams if you look at the performance. Amazulu in the last calendar year, they've not won even 3 away matches. They've been struggling in the PSL. It's one of those teams where when they play away, they're almost guaranteed to lose. So Kaizer Chiefs, they lose to Royal AM, who couldn't even sign players.
True, yeah.
They're still playing with teams from last season. Chiefs signed 12 players in the past window. In August, July. After all those additions, they got him, Kevin Johnson, to improve the team, but they couldn't beat Royal AM. There's no trophy that they can win this season, because Sundowns, Pirates, Stellenbosch are still.
That was on Podcast Friday, this past Friday, when we spoke about Kaizer Chiefs' chances in the match that we're going to be speaking about after Kevin Johnson said they're going to try and win a trophy this season. That was Nadeem's response to how they're going to play this weekend, saying it's not going to happen. They will not be winning that match because they will not be winning any trophies. I can see your voice notes. They're coming in early and they're coming in hard, but they're so long. Timmy's like, Andile, people are sending 2 minute, 3 minute. Please keep them under 1 minute so we can play as many as possible. I'm going to be taking on this quest to shoulder your cries as Kaizer Chiefs fans. But before that, there was a glimpse of celebration as well this weekend. He's still a player in the DStv Premiership. Kamu Mokojo owns a team that is now going to be in the last 16. Yeah, Kamuhelo Mukojo owns a team that is now going to be in the last 16. And so we're going to be speaking to him. What if he meets Kukune?
I want to see that match.
So he's going to be playing against... How do you play against your boss? So we'll talk to Kamu.
He was going on goal that one.
I want to know what is he going to do self. Kamuhelo Mukojo owns a team, D General, alongside Batukara, I think it is. The two of them own this team. But what we saw this weekend in Bloemfontein, when this team played, they were playing the Madristas.
Okay.
I've never seen this. Well, not never. I haven't seen this in a long time.
Yeah.
Imagine two teams that are not in a DStv Premiership match packing a stadium.
Full house.
Full house. People singing, people dancing, dressed in green. A celebration of football.
Because of Mukocha.
The voice you're hearing is that of Victor Hlugwane. When we're speaking to him about the penalties that were taken as well, Bruce Vuma being told, no, we have to retake this penalty that you've saved because you're off the line. So we'll get into that amongst other things.
Yeah, Riperlema will go to that. And the other one that we won't touch more, it's there's violence, assaulting of match officials in the Northern Cape.
Those videos are horrible.
Yeah, those videos are horrible. They even assaulted the other officials of the team, the coach and the players. And you ask yourself, what thuggery is this in our football? So we will see how we can touch it.
16 matches played in the last round of 32. 40 goals scored. Orlando Pirates with the biggest margin of victory, 6-0 when they beat Crystal Lake here. Games, of course, decided on penalties, 6 of those, including the one that I've got a feeling is going to dominate today's conversation. Let's take a break. When we come back, let's start with Kamu Mokojo and congratulate him, throw forward to his game, see who's going to be drawing. The draw is currently underway. So as you're listening now, as it happens, I'll let you know who is going to be drawing who.
Hashtag the weekend that was.
That is the final whistle.
On Sports Night Amplified with Andile on Metro FM. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport. Submissions for this year's Metro FM Music Awards are now open. And the winner is... To enter, simply log on to www.metrofmmusicawards.co.za.
Make some beautiful noise!
For inquiries, email info@metrofm.co.za.
Yeah!
Metro FM.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody. It's bigger, it's better. The Metro FM Awards are back.
It's where you want to be. Podcast Friday on Sports Night Amplified with Andile on Metro FM.
One rivalry has to be Mamelodi Sundowns versus TS Galaxy. The two coaches can't stand each other from what it seems. Biso?
I've marked the 6th of March, which is when TS Galaxy is going to meet Mamelodi Sundowns.
I can't wait. I am at the stadium.
I want a pitch side camera. That's all I want to watch, the two of them, the entire match. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle themselves on the touchline before we even get to how the game will go itself. Mark?
I don't believe in reality TV at all. I think sports is the only real reality TV because you can't script these kind of things. I mean, you can't script the fact that the coach goes into a press conference and he says, hey, I'm telling you verbatim, what? Are they going to shake hands on the 6th of March? That remains to be seen.
Are they going to shake hands? Surely not. Surely not.
6 to 7 p.m.
Welcome to it. We're going to be taking your calls earlier than normal today, as soon as we can. At just after 1:30, we're going to be doing that. The teams that have gone through to the last 16, the draw is currently underway. They haven't drawn yet, but as soon as they do, I will be briefing you as to who's playing who. Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, Sekhukhune United, Stellenbosch, SuperSport United, Amazulu, TS Galaxy, Moroka Swallows, Richards Bay, Chippa United, Amatuks, Milford, Maritzburg United, Hungry Lions, D General, FC Ravens. Those are the 16 teams that have made it to the round of 16. Vic, let's call the man now. Kamu Mokojo now joins us, former South African international, former international player who played not only in England but in the USA as well, currently playing at Sekhukhune United, the midfield general himself. Kamu Mokojo now joins us. Kamu.
Hi Andy, how are you doing?
I'm very well, owner. Are you well, Chairman?
I'm good. I just can't get used to that title, but yeah, good. Yeah, a lot has been happening, and a lot of good things have been happening, and I'm proud. Yeah.
Is that your title, though, Kamu? You know, because we're speaking to you not as a player now. We're speaking to you at the moment as an owner of a team. Are you the chairman of the team? Are you the CEO of the team? What are you of D General?
Or president?
Or president, even, yeah.
I am the chairman of the team together with Nyakalo Liine, who everyone knows as Batukada. So, we started this in 2019. I think we bought the status on the 29th of September 2019. We've been pushing it. We've been hustling because, we know of the need for a good football team in the Free State. And we thought we'd take a chance and we see what happens.
I mean, you're playing in the ABC out in the Free State, so buying a status there, last I calculated, give them a 10 meter. Yarr, Kamu.
No.
10 meter ke NFD.
Kamu mnahati man.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Chota England it's in.
Ke tla mo beila 10 meter ke NFD.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, Aline. Our aim was to empower, and I'm from the Free State. Obviously, having left, the province at a very young age, for me, I felt, that I was missing something, My brother came on board and he told me that there's an opportunity. through the Leines, and so I decided to to make the commitment. But it was very interesting, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy. But it was just to empower the boys. I know how talented Free State players are, and with them it's not all about skill. It's about effectiveness, and it's about results. And I thought I think South Africa needed to see that side, and this was me and Mr. Lina just making a small contribution,
Now, before I even go into it, Kamu, for those that are listening who've just joined us, we're speaking to Kamu Mokojo, who is currently, of course, the midfield general at Sekhukhune Football Club, but he owns a team. The team name, because I heard all sorts of pronunciations of it. It's D General, because it's a D, then there's an apostrophe general after that. I'm assuming it's also named after your position, perhaps?
Named after my position, named after Batukada's position, because you always told me, hey, I was the general, in Botabele, so that's where we're based. That's what they used to call him. So I said, okay, yeah. He decided to name it the general. I wasn't. It didn't really matter to me what it was named, but it was a perfect name for the club.
You go into the Netbank, you qualify for it. I can imagine you were ecstatic. Then, boom, you make it into the round of 32 this past weekend. Congratulations, Kamu. Not just a victory, but, an emphatic victory in a stadium that was packed with people wanting to see your team play.
No, but I will tell you something about people from the Free State where I'm from. Football is a big thing for them. It comes naturally. It's so organic, So we're there, and I see. I asked my brother, "What's going on?" He's like, 25,000 people.
25,000 people showed up to watch two teams that don't play in the DStv Premiership to watch a match of the general playing Madridista. Yeah. That is unheard of.
Yeah, and this is obviously the game belongs to the players, And I did have a word with the boys after the game. I told them the game belongs to you guys, and forget what everyone says, But the game belongs to you, and congratulations. And I hope we go further in this tournament than this. But I think there was a lot of help because the game. I think they wanted to take the game to Gauteng.
Mm.
I
need to come in here. I need to come in here a little bit, Kamu, because the draw is currently underway, and I wanted to keep you while the draw is underway. Sekhukhune has just been drawn, which is the team now you play for. Now let's see from a player's point of view who it is that you're going to be playing.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ooh, Kamu.
Close.
Very close. You're playing Amazulu.
Close or not?
You're playing Amazulu as Sekhukhune, but that's not the reason we have you here. We're not having you, so we're not going to speak about that one. We'll await for the general to come up. But while we wait, you're still telling us about the passion that we saw. You're a player. You weren't even able to go watch this team. How often do you get to engage with them? How often do you get to go see them?
Not much, not much. I must give credit to, obviously, Batukada. I must give credit to my brother Tebelo Mukocho, Zile, Neole, the management, the technical staff. But we obviously talk, but I'm not involved much because I'm part of the, I also have my career going on and it's very busy. But yeah, I must give credit to them. But I think for the game in particular, I just need to thank, the Mangaung Metro Municipality, for their swift assistance, to making sure that the game stays in the province, stays in the Free State province.
Mm.
So special thanks to the HOD, Mr. Duma, for making sure we get the venue, the Sanko F, Free State, HOD, Chabalala Sports, and all the people that make sure the game stays in the Free State. But I'm telling you, the fans, man, the fans, Bloemfontein is something else. The Free State is something else when it comes to football. There is nothing like that. The fans of the General, the fans of Siwelele, Bloemfontein Celtic, they came out in numbers. There is still so much football there.
Yeah.
And I think as a country, we need to tap in those types of
The Free
environments.
State obviously misses football. The Free State, they want to see football, and they showed it this past weekend. Kamala Mugoja speaking to us now, of course, not as a player out at Kukuna United, who are going to be playing Amazulu in the round of 16, but rather as their co-chairman of D General, a team named after the position him and Batukada, his partner and fellow chairman, play. And so we're watching the draw as it's going, and I'll give you the draw once it's done. But the one thing we want is a live reaction from Kamu, where he doesn't get to practice at first, when he gets pulled up, and we know who it is that he's going to be playing. So we're watching the draw, and we're going to be letting you know who it is that he's playing. There's only a couple more to go. Is that it? Oh, no, that's Swallows there. So there's 2 more to go games, and we'll see who it is that Kamu is going to be playing. But Kamu, I can imagine from a player point of view, financially, you've done well for yourself. But what is it costing you guys? And I don't mean numbers necessarily. I don't need you to tell me 1 rand, 2 rand. But it can't be cheap or easy for 2 people that are working class. And by working class, I mean within what you do, to still be putting their money into a team that is semi-professional.
Yeah, I think a lot of hard work has gone into it. A lot of sacrifice has gone into it, and still will. But we're looking here for the greater, the future of what this can be. I think Nyakalo and I want something that can give hope to the Free State province, a team that can give hope to the Free State province, and that's what the HOD mentioned to the boys. He was very proud, and that's what we wanted to bring. But it's always difficult to get these sponsorships in, because obviously you're at a lower division, and I think even teams at a higher division don't want to commit to these sponsorships because they don't want the responsibility of it all. But we do want that.
Kamu, I'm going to interrupt you again, and I'm terribly sorry here because there's only 2 balls left in the bucket, and one of them is yours. You've just come up now. D General just
playing
came up.
at home. D General.
You've got a home match once again, so you can take the game to the Free State once again. You can fill the stadium with over 20,000 people. I'm not sure if you'll be able to make it personally here. And the last
we would
ball.
love a home game.
Well, you've got a home game. You were drawn first. So that does
that's
mean that it is a home match. So you are at home. And the last ball that comes out, Kamu, I haven't been keeping track of who's yet not on there. So here we go. You're going to be playing TS Galaxy. You're going to be playing one of the best coached teams in the DSTV Premiership. You are playing TS Galaxy in the last 16. What is your raw feeling, raw emotion as you find out?
The raw feeling is obviously we're the underdogs in this, and we just need to go in as brave as we can be. But I'm not worried about where the boys are at mentally. We just need to make their lives a bit easier when it comes to obviously logistics and helping them to find a way to win this game. That's it. We make their lives easier. They make my life easy. So we go from there.
Kamu, I've got a feeling we're going to be calling you again to congratulate you. I really do hope so. Because what you guys are doing in the Free State. But hey, it's a tough one. Are we going to be getting some inspiration from you to say, hey guys, I play these guys. Let's so.
Oh yeah, of course, and there's nothing wrong with that. Even a fan can tell them this is how TS Galaxy plays. But we need each other. And what I like the most is the players can relate to me because I am still playing,
Mm.
you know, and I am for the player. So, yeah, good luck to them. I think they're excited and they're buzzing wherever they are. But, yeah, very proud of them, very proud of the organization. Thank you again to the Bloemfontein Celtic organization. Thank you to the people of the Free State, and we do not take what the support we had for granted.
Kamu, I can't wait because I've got a feeling this is some sort of retirement plan. I can't wait to see you play for your own team. I can't wait to see you be the Andy Lempisane or the Jomo Sono of this generation as well. I can't wait to see you in the NFD or in the DSTV Premiership playing for the General.
You know, I've heard that a lot, but you know, when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Ah!
On a retirement village.
Hey, we thought the patal yourself. You're going to be the highest paid player there.
But just happy for the boys. Just happy.
Kamu, I appreciate you taking my call always. Oh, that line really gone bad now. Thank you so much to Kamuhelo Mkoja for talking to us there. He's going to be playing TS Galaxy. That is going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be a humdinger.
That is going to be tough.
It's almost the champion because they lost against Stellenbosch last Netbank Cup final. So now they are hungry for this one.
Let's move on now and go to another man who's made quite a name for himself. But firstly, let's take a quick break.
The highly anticipated opening of early bird ticket sales for the Metro FM Music Awards is finally here. Here we go! Fans and music lovers alike, you can now secure your seats to witness the biggest night in South African music. It's about to be crazy! With a star-studded lineup, performances, and the announcement of this year's winners.
Celebrate South African artists.
Excitement is brewing as you can rush to purchase your early bird tickets before they sell out for the awards happening 27th April 2024.
Yeah, man, this is a big night.
At Mbombela Stadium in Mpumalanga.
Come on, Mbombela, come through. Let's do this.
Don't miss your chance to be a part of this unforgettable celebration of talent and music excellence.
We love ensuring that everyone gets the award that they deserve.
Metro FM is where you want to be. Brought to you by the Mpumalanga Provincial Government. Visit and explore Mpumalanga, the place of the rising sun. Submissions for this year's Metro FM Music Awards are now open. And the winner is... To enter, simply log on to www.metrofmmusicawards.co.za.
Make some beautiful noise!
For inquiries, email info@metrofm.co.za.
Yeah!
Metro FM.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody. It's bigger, it's better. The Metro FM Awards are back.
It's where you want to be.
Metro FM Music Awards are closing on Thursday, the 28th of February at midnight. Have you submitted yet? Don't miss out on the Music Power Wave. To submit, visit www.metrofmmusicawards.co.za. Metro FM Music Awards, it's where you want to be. I'm pretty sure that surgery right now, abantu bafuna services, the medical doctor, Milford FC chairman, coach and owner, Dr. Klanti Pupuma, are talking to us. Doc, thanks so much for joining us and welcome. Oh, we don't have on the line yet? All right, let's go to the voice notes then because there's so many to play while we wait here and hopefully we can get a word in with Dr. Klanti.
All right, here we go. Call Metro FM now on 0860 002160. Drop us a voice note on 060 552 7303.
Waking up, I'm too turned up.
Hey, Andile, I hope it gets played. My voice note on Metro FM. It will be the first time you play it. Aye, Chiefs, man. Ish. Aye, Chiefs, man. Hey, the clubs at the man. Aye. Corey, even Pirates lost 4-0, but the Chiefs has a history of this thing. Maybe they shouldn't play it. They shouldn't play this Netbank Cup. It's up in Rustenburg.
Yeah, Andile. Usibongisene Cape Town, man. Hey, Andile. I'm very disappointed in the team and Kaizer Chiefs. UBobby ano Kaizer. Abayichithe le team. Into ethiwa iChiefs ayifuna uchithwa ana. Ayiyo le. Kosahlekwayo kule team. mayichithwe le team andile mayichithwe ngabikho nje into kuthiwa yi-Chiefs mayichithwe noba akayithengisanga noma uvese nje wayichitha nje
And there is a history when it comes to the Netbank Cup, because remember, they got beaten in the round of 16 by Tuks. Then it was FC Cape Town in the round of 13 before. Baroka beat them in the quarterfinals. TS Galaxy beat them in the final. Richards Bay in the round of 32. And now Milford in penalties in the round of 32 as well. So there is a history. This is team number 6 in the lower league that has beaten Chiefs.
Evening, Andile. Yeah, we are very, very dejected as Kaizer Chiefs fans, but we remain hopeful. But this season, I'm gonna stop next. We just need to rebuild again, start afresh. No pressure. We are winning nothing. Doctor here from Orchards.
Hey, Lipara, Shirashaka. Hey, long time before you to Ipakania. I'm in Durban. Hey, what a weekend it was. Ipakania, you saw what it did. 6-0, yeah. Big team. Hey, send this message to Unai team, Lipara. Unai team, I haven't forgotten what he said when Chiefs hired Calvin Johnson, or I don't know whether he was hired or promoted to be a coach because he was hired as something else. He said Calvin Johnson is going to take Chiefs to a better place. And I sent a voice note. I said, no, Unai team, you are wrong. Calvin Johnson, if you look at his history, he's been fired, been suspended, so Sazofana. And Unai team was so sure about Calvin Johnson. So now he's saying this? Hi, thank you.
Mpo and Mpo and Opta Jabu here reminding me that I missed one. Black Leopards in 2015.
Yeah.
Chiefs lost to Black Leopards in 2015 as well. So this is the 7th actually.
They are struggling against these smaller teams.
So 2009 University of Pretoria, 2010 the next year FC Cape Town, 2011 the next year Baroka, 2015 was Black Leopards, and then 2019 was TS Galaxy, 21 was Richards Bay, and 2024 Milford FC.
And I'm happy I was not the referee during that time. When they lost, I was not there. I was somewhere in another match.
Hi, Andile. It's Bongo Smata from Dobson. I'm not knowing I'm not put on my phone. I'm not knowing anything. I want is into a zinje. I don't know about cool. I need to pop it in. Let a change player. Ayodula imali league ne so umuntu ufunela into ebeyilimi so namhlanje sisebenze kakuhle sihamba kakuhle sonwabile akho ngxaki the country was fixed danko andile ubongosi madaka eDobsonville.
Evening, Andle. This is Mike from Cape Town. Andle is very disappointing for Kaizer Chiefs yesterday, losing to that small team. Hey, the supporters, I know how angry they are because now we're talking about 10 years or gonna be 10 years, 9 years without winning any trophy. So it's very tough for the team like Kaizer Chiefs. It's a big team in Africa, it's a big team in South Africa. So it's a bitter pill to swallow for Kaizer Chiefs supporter. This is Mike from Cape Town, and thanks for the show and your colleagues in the studio, the Victor and everyone in studio. Thanks.
Mazol, of course, not with us as the other three wise men because he's out at the Netbank draw. That's where he is getting us, of course, some more stories and intel there.
Hey, good evening, Andy. I'm an Orlando Pirates supporter. First of all, I'm happy for my team. Pirates, they won Saturday. Safatas Nyamakanda. Good performance. Yeah, I'm happy for the coach. Also give other players a chance to play. As for Makelo and the Kaizer Chiefs, I feel sorry for Bona. They were struggling, very, very struggling. I think they must be Bongi players, but she only chose to Castillo. Shivavaro, then the rest must go to M. Comain. Once a parade, to lose the parades. Sharp. Hey, good evening, Andy.
Hey, good evening, Ma'a. I think Kaizer Chiefs as a club, they've done everything they can. They've bought players, they've hired and fired coaches. I think one thing is sitting right now. They must just get rid of these supporters, because like they just put the club under unnecessary pressure. Once if
the supporters,
I think Kaizer Chiefs management there. Pressure one on Leona because of the supporters. They got still everything, and then Kaizer Chiefs it will perform. That's my opinion, Mr. Maa.
Man, not being serious. Yeah, we make a voice note to more serious. No, Tavik,
Yeah.
the penalties.
Yeah, before we go to the penalty, I want us to go to one official of Chiefs was seen going into the field of play, into the goal post. We don't know what was he going to do there, but the referee stops him.
Hold on. Chiefs official.
Yes.
Walked onto
Security,
the field
yes.
during the game.
During the game when we're preparing for penalty shootout.
Oh, so it wasn't during the game.
No, as long as the game starts, when the referees are on the field, the NSL rule says there must be 7 officials on the field of play. When referees are there, 7. So now, if you bring the 8th one, referees have got every right to chase that person out. And correctly so, the referee...
So the person was on the field?
On the field. And referees were there. So referees remembered that the NSL rule says when they are there, they must see only 7 officials on the bench.
So what was the person doing?
We don't know what he was going to do on the goals. So they stopped
Which
him.
goals?
The goals where the penalty were going to be taken.
So before the penalties were taken, the
Yes.
Chiefs official walked towards the goals.
Exactly.
But what's wrong with that?
The rule says there must be 7 officials. So that means 5 technical officials and the 2 that sits on the bench. Those are the only ones that are permitted to move around. So that one was number 8. Because it does not sit on the bench.
So if it was one of the 7?
If it was one of the 7s, if he goes to the goal post, still the referees were going to say, what do you want there? Because he had no business to be on the goalpost. So many times you will see them going in there when they do pitch inspection. But once the game starts, the law requires 7 officials on the technical area. So the 8th one will be chased away, and correctly so the referees chase the 8th one outside because he can stand on the tunnel somewhere as security because he's a security personnel of Kaizer Chiefs.
Give me one more.
The next one is the retake. There was a retake. Vuma saved a penalty, but the law requires one leg to be on the line or behind the line, not in front of the line. So if the leg is not on the line, the law has been broken and the retake will be given. So we'll take this one to soccer zone where we'll show clearly that whether the leg of the goalkeeper was on the line.
Enjoy the ultimate entertainment with Hollywood Bets' 25 Rand and 50 bonus spins. Play games like Hot Hollywood Bets and more. Sign up today and take a spin with Hollywood Bets. Bet online now. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bets supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Nottingham Forest are navigating a path to the top half of the table.
Has to be a goal from Hudson. Yes! There we go! Get in there! Pin up against West Ham United.
While Liverpool focus on a massive strategy to be on the summit until the end of the season.
Oh! That's outstanding! Liverpool have turned the game on its head. McAllister's thunderous cross.
Experience the Premier League contest between Nottingham Forest FC and Liverpool FC on Saturday 2 March at 4:30 p.m. live on SABC3. Also available on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Hashtag We Love It Here. Brought to you by SABC Sport. For the love of the game.
It's the Spark Grand Cash Giveaway with 5 million Rand in instant cash to be won. Just swap your rewards card when you buy any participating product, like 3 kg Sunlight hand washing powder for just $79.99 and Pampers Dry Nappies or Nappy Pads Jumbo Pack for only $249.99. Prices valid from 21 February to 3 March. T's and C's apply.
Nazo, and that's why we shop at Spar.
Right, Ref, you know what? We're going to take everything you've got to Soccer Zone this evening so we can show it. I feel like we need to show these things. The other one I hadn't heard of was the first time I'm hearing that an official went to the goal side. I'm not sure what that's about, but let's take your call. Zolani is out in Fulweni. Is that Zolani?
The weekend was Randy.
Hey. Zimamele, boy. I can hear you. I can hear you, Zolani. Speak to me.
Uyabona ingxaki wena drama ipha ku-Chiefs ininzi kakhulu. Ndinegama ke ndilisebenzisayo, abantu abaninzi bayakhala ke xa ndithi ngamavukuvuku. Elaa gama litsho indlela le abenza ngayo, because abaqhubi ngoku indlela yabo njengeqela elikhulu. Okokuqala, awuzukwazi ukuthi uphumelele umdlalo kunzima into yobana ufaka amanqaku. Okwesibini, awuzukwazi uphumelela umdlalo ungadlali i-combination. Okwesithathu, awuzukwazi uphumelela umdlalo ungakwazi uvala ngasemva. So ayingethusi mna le uba sibethwe i-Mansford ngoba bendiyilindele. Akho mdlalo onothembela ngaye phaa uba hayi uba ukhona, noba ngafaka omnye ahlale ebhentshini omnye bonke bayafana. Enkosi Ibrahim.
Mamela man, andiqoniswa ingxaki iphi xa kunjalo ke?
Iqala phaa kubaqeqeshi kwi-management bhuti. Uyabona i-management ayenzi kakuhle kuthini, ayifuni ukhupha mali. Ikhona imali ayifuni ukhupha ithenge umdlali lo oza kwenza le nto ifunayo nomqeqeshi.
Ungubani lo mdlali?
Baninzi jonga kwi-AFCON olentuza abadlali ababephuma izandla phaa. Akho nomnye iChiefs ebimbonile phaa.
Wena ukhona umbonileyo?
Le ntwana yaseNigeria ibifake la maski kubanane.
uVictor Osimhen
uhola ngedola lo. Uhola ngedola lo.
Sudlala ngobhobhi manzulani papai. Hayi papai. Oh.
Nathoka ingxaki.
Papai Xolani hayi uzolani hayi soze papai. Let's go to Makosonke is out in Pretoria. Makosonke.
Njani bhuti?
Hayi ngifukile wena talk to me.
Siyaphila. Hey. Hayi Nkosi kushuthi ama-team engiwalandelayo ahlale enganginiki injabulo. I-Manchester ngapha.
Ungasayisho.
I-Kaizer Chiefs ngapha. Kodwa-ke uma ngibuya lapha-ke fuqandile kuyilokhu kwi-Kaizer Chiefs. I-Kaizer Chiefs ngicabanga ukuthi okokuqala nje sekufuneka ikwenze manje ukuthi ithole umuntu ozokhoja i-striker, ozoba ne-specific nge-striker ngoba sinenkinga kakhulu. Abakwazi ukufana lazo befike epalini. Kufanele bathole umuntu ozodila nabo akwazi ukubabonisa ukuthi okay masuka nje kumele wenze njani ngoba inkulu inkinga lapho. Ngibuye ngize kuye umqeqeshi imehlulile igame in 15 minutes. Igame iqalile ubonile ukuthi eclub ihlele emuva, ihlele esifini, ayikho phambili. Labafana bayimele but yena still usafaka usenama defender amaningi akawamisile. Mina nje nginguye bengizothi ngiyibone njalo bengizomdonsa ukunika because ukunika ubengakhuphuki ubengezilutho. Igame iyakhana ukushintsha semngena uSolomon because uSolomon uyakhuphuka. Nalento yabe ngayizwisisi ukuthi i-striker sikhahlele ibhola libuye akunamuntu osemva kwaso osincedayo njengebhola eshashala shaya iqala labuye. Baye onangizana abadlali labo shabalala laba nonkosiphi ngoba kufanele beqedele ibhola abekho. Labantu abasizana ungazi ukuthi nje bathathwa ngolesihlanu futhi uhambani siyakuphi. Angithole lento abayidlalayo abantu ama-combination ukuthi uyayibona i-team ukuthi okay nako abantu bafuna ukwenza okuthile bahlakazekile nje. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngempela bayamfuna umqeqeshi ozokwazi ukuthi akadile nabo ngoba cha ngaba khona ngibona ukuthi
so Makosonke abaqeqeshi abebekhona the last 9 years ningawini lutho bonke bayafana yike into abayenzayo bonke abekho right.
Yes ngiyavuma lokho but umehluko usekuthenini kule season iKaizer Chiefs izamile ekuthengana ama-player. Akhona ama-player kodwa dinga umuntu ozokhona ukwakha waningi combination ezokwazi ukuthi baqonde ukuthi bayapi adibe nabo individual. So njengamanje lokho uyafaka nje ngendlela afaka ngayo.
All right, no problem. Makosonke out in Pretoria. Let's go to Ntokozo. Ntokozo is out in Pietermaritzburg. Then we'll take Lisibe next. I see you, Kagiso. West, I see you. Sibongeleni, I see you. But let's go to Ntokozo first. Ntokozo.
Hi, Andy.
Go straight into it, boy. I know you want to vent.
I'm not venting. Andy, I think what's happening to Chiefs is a blessing in disguise. And I think a lot of teams in the PSL need to learn from this. Why I say that, Andy, is because Chiefs, well, this is not just predominant to Chiefs, but I see it's become a major trend in PSL where you have players that, Andy, would perform for at most one season, and after that good season that they've had, and then somehow they are somehow referred to as household names, and those players would
like
would,
who?
Would
I like to be specific. Sorry, I like specifics. Like who?
Like you look at the history of players like Umthetho. You know, when Umthetho was brought to Chiefs, Andile, I always like to look at the development in the history of a player. For me, I prefer if a player would have 3-4 good seasons in the PSL for a big team like Chiefs to consider them as a quality player before you can bring them into a team A caliber by Chiefs. But what happens in the PSL generally is that a player would have one, at most 2 good seasons, and then that player all of a sudden is a household name. And when you bring them to Chiefs, then you find out that they don't have the true quality that City born from the Chiefs season. It could be because of some conditions, our team, our Pomagona before. And why I'm referring to this is because it happened with a lot of teams. I remember when I was when Fatlu was at Maritzburg, you had good players like Abondo, Lebohang Mapoy, Fortune Makaringe, you know. And then when you look at the history of those players, and then when you look at when they make the big moves and where they are now, you know, it's really a concern. And I think it Chiefs, they just unfortunately they're being exposed. Orlando is exposed there at particularly their team, because people keep saying Chiefs has good players. I disagree. Chiefs does not have quality players, and it's not just quality, lack of quality in terms of Abateng. Because even if it's Abaya Tenga, they will still find themselves in the same trap of a player plays at Kukune or Polokwane City, like now. Apollos, for example, is somehow said to be linked with Chiefs. And when you look at him, for example, I can vouch for him because I know he's a good player. But my question is, why does Chiefs have to wait for Apollos to have a good season? If he's really a quality player and the scouts of Chiefs are good, they should have seen Apollos when he was playing for MDC and Super Sports. Then your scouting would be correct, because that's where you identify potential. Don't wait for Apollos to go to the NXT.
I hear you. I got to take this break. I hear you.
Soccer fans, it's time to score the ultimate goal with Hollywood Bets. With a max payout of up to 30 million rand and over 100 soccer markets to bet on. Bet online now. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Hotspot nyana ntwana? Njani? When you've got the power to connect with prepaid LTE. I'm talking sports highlights while you pay shops and more. Streaming your way to the front of the voting queue. And get this, 100 gigs goes for only 399 rand. Also a sales agent when I'm No, it's just, I just don't want to be your hotspotting agent wire.
Anyone can stay connected for less while on the go. Here's to the next 30 years of giving you more for less. Deal available only on SA's most reliable network. T's and C's apply. Further together, Vodacom.
Get ready to save big with ShopRite Extra Savings, bringing you instant cash savings on over 1,000 deals, like 2 6-packs of 100-gram Nutri-Day smooth dairy snacks for only 34 rand, 900 grams greens frozen mixed vegetables, just 29.99, and value ground beef for a low 69.99 per kilo. Offers valid until 10 March. Make saving simple with Extra Savings only at ShopRite.
It's a three wise men, just two of us in the studio today. Mazola out doing Netbank duty. Speaking of Netbank, Riff, Victor is with us. Who's playing who in the last 16?
The first draw was Milford playing at home against Stellenbosch. The second one is Sundowns versus Maritzburg. Sikukune playing at home against Amazulu.
That's
Usutu.
one of the two all PSL clashes that.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have Chipa versus FC Ravens.
Ravens, yeah.
Yeah. And then Orlando Pirates versus Hungry Lions. Hamala has Orlando. And then University of Pretoria versus Swallows. Richards Bay versus Supersport United.
That's
and
the
D General versus TS Galaxy.
That is the draw. Let's go to Lisibe now. He's on the line. Wants to speak about Sikukune, I think it is. Lisibe.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Hey, man. I want you to apologize to Nadim. All about it.
Hello, what did you say?
We Chiefs is not going to win this weekend. They're not winning any trophies this season.
Yeah, he's a prophet of doom in it.
By the way, Ravens, Pro Pilane letting you know there, Davik.
Yeah.
Ravens is from Bizana in the Eastern Cape.
Oh, okay.
So that's the Bizana is on the border almost of KZN and Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
Let's see, go for it.
Yes, okay, I'll try to be fast. Tatana, how are you?
Hi, Fukile Minjanosi.
I'm okay. Just a quick one, even though you will not take it to soccer zone. The second bookable offense, the one that they gave the Milford defender.
Yes.
I need you to check it if it's on the line or inside the box. That's a homework.
Is that the penalty?
No. The free kick.
Oh, the free kick on the far end, I see.
Yes.
I will take it there. We've got good visuals of that one.
No, you are correct. I wrote it here. Was it inside or outside the box? Yes.
Correct, thank you.
And also, we got to look at the fact that was he even touched in that one. So we'll take a look at it.
Yes. Hey, you are very observant. Thank you very much.
No, we'll take a look at it, Lisiba. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's go to Kagiso. Kagiso is out in Mpumalanga. Kagiso. Ooh, Kagiso's gone there. West.
Mr. President and everybody in the studio.
Hey, man, talk to me.
Very long time, man. First of all, man, I want to congratulate my team, Wat 7 FC, for reaching 3 finals in 3 consecutive weeks. When I get to South African football, I mean, it has been a bumper weekend with the Netbank Cup, and you have seen few upset with which Netbank Cup always bring. And better Reverend this weekend, I must give it to the men down.
Well, when they've done well, we should give them applause. You're right, West. The only problem is when they don't do wrong, they don't take responsibility. But nonetheless, go for it.
Yeah, but first of all, I think Chiefs needs to go back and consult again. I think, where they are consulting is just not going their way. I mean, they don't tell the person the rules. If I are very dismayed, you must tell the rules, man.
No. West, I want to completely understand you. You must say what you're saying. Chiefs must do what?
What I'm saying, I think where they are consulting.
What do you mean? Like the coaches they're consulting?
No, not the coaches. The Mutaung family. So if I go ZTC, man, let them go and man, because if you see a man, you don't finish the process. You see a man trying to go to the post and he's in the process. That's what causes the team to lose as well. I just feel sorry for Gavin Johnson.
There's people. No, because there's people who. So you're saying the official that we saw going to the post.
Yeah.
He was going to do what?
He was part of the team. I mean, sometimes you need the 11th player or the 12th player.
So what was he going to do? What was that official going to do according to what you think?
Green, I guess.
Let's go Tronco, wait West. Bye-bye. I get some my wena. Let's go to Spongeleni. Who's the matafini? Spongeleni.
Oh, my.
I put a little ngiyazi.
All right, out there.
Get right, when all right.
Ngishap. Ake ngiqale ngibongele wonke ama-team nje akwazile ukuthi adlulele phambili kumzuliswano wesibili welokhuzana we-Netbank, especially my home team uSuthu Mabheshankone inyokanihlazana mabona bulale. Yaboma, I was very happy to see them beating Royal. It was not an easy game. Ngangikhona lapha ngeke. It was tough. But ke benza umsebenzi wethu walula kodwa bangamdlalisa uchairman this time around.
Khuluma, but tell me this, and I'm saying this to avoid what you're saying maybe. You've got Sikhukhune now.
Yes. Away from home, another difficult game, but I trust the boys. I can see when I look back last season, we were able to be on the semis where Black Label, and then we were beaten by Orlando Pirates in my finals, my bidder. So I think there is something that is coming up. It's just that it's slow, but we will get there.
The rest of the conversation you want to hear will be taken over to Soccer Zone. Hlompho Kekana said something about 5 months ago, and he was trending with people telling him off.
Yeah.
I want to remind people today on Soccer Zone. I want to remind them, hey, beautiful.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I am very, very good, thank you.
Are you well?
Yeah, it was a good day today. I was in Durban. I just landed from Durban this
You're
afternoon.
in the most beautiful place on earth.
I really do agree with you. It is the most beautiful place on earth. So we were doing some work there. But happy to be back, of course. Happy to be on the show. I missed you. Hi, you looking nice today.
Had I known that you in Durban would have made life so easy.
What would you have done? Join me?
No, I would have just asked one of my uncles to come say hi.
Your uncles?
Yeah.
What would your uncles have wanted? Did he want a quote on the cows? Is that what your uncle wants?
Nowadays apparently you sit and you negotiate and you get a quote.
Oh, so you wanted a quote? I
wanted a quote to say, if I were to go to a certain household to which you are a child, what would the quote be?
I see. Well, because
what are some of the hold on? What are some of the contributing factors to what the bridal price will be? Those positives that speak to say,
sure.
My child is this.
Is worth this.
What about you? What are some of the things that are going to be put down that will impress my uncles to take out that huge sum?
Education, intellect, beauty, personality,
by the bucket load,
wealth
of everything.
You got to be your good partner, right?
You
let's basically say with me.
You have not mentioned any cultural thing there.
But culturally, a woman is supposed to be a man's helpmate. One thing about Andile, with me, he'll never go broke. A, because I won't allow him to, and B, because he'll be marrying right.
Yeah. Faith, what do you have going on your show today?
Today is going to be a good one. We're definitely looking at the ANC's election manifesto that was launched in KwaZulu-Natal. Of course, it was a very big weekend. It was the ANC weekend. So we're going to be just highlighting some of those promises that were made. But we're also going to be keeping track of some of the promises that were made by the African National Congress during 2019, right? Because this is also another election year. But which promises were fulfilled, which promises have yet to be fulfilled? We're in a very deep conversation as well, joined by various analysts with that. And then speaking about the African National Congress, in the studio this evening, we've got Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, Home Affairs Minister. And I'll tell you why.
The most available minister.
The most available minister,
cabinet,
right? And because he's handling such a portfolio that requires South Africans, and South Africans have really been interested in this particular portfolio because he's unpacking the white paper, which he released on the 12th of November 2023, focusing on citizenship, immigration, and refugee protection. He basically is looking at what does it look like to overhaul the migration system in South Africa, which South Africans are saying, thank goodness, finally a conversation about what we did wrong and what we can do to fix the system, right? And in this case, they're saying overhaul the entire thing. So we'll find out from him in just a moment. And then after 8, there's been a spike and an increase in mob killings in South Africa, especially in Gauteng as well as KZN. We're going to be looking at the psychology of mob justice, but also when there's no law enforcement that is readily available to help appease the anger of the community. What rights, recourse does that community have? Let's say that a thief is caught red-handed, right? And the community comes and beats him up. We've seen recent evidence, for example, where a person will rape somebody and then the community comes out and they beat that person up, sometimes to their death. What recourse? Do they go to jail? Do they not go to jail? But it is mob justice, but certainly it wouldn't happen if there was adequate law enforcement. So when does the mob step in and the weaknesses surrounding that, and when does the mob allow the law enforcement to actually step in? And how do you avoid it?
Between 7 and 9 on Metro FM, I listen with Faith. Appreciate it. We got to get out of here. Take us home. Pella.
Listen up. Ain't gonna stop.
The hottest new music station.
Now let's go.
Metro FM.
Yeah.
It's where you want to be. Where I want to be.
It's about damn time.
It's the place to be.
How we feeling? Turn up the music.
At the convergence of the melody and rhythm and the voice and the people who can hear it, love it, dance to it, and rejoice. Where the beat is the message and the message upbeat. Where ignorance is erased and